Today's episode is brought to you by Kratzmann Caravans and RV Super Centre on the Bruce Highway out there at Burpengary. If you need a caravan or an RV, you just say, you listen to Inside Ball, you go out there, you head out to Burpengary, head north, and Kev, what do? You go, I want a caravan. It's that easy. I don't want to muck around. They're the best in the business. Now, before June 30, they had all these deals. We all know how it works. Just go out there and say, listen, give us the June 30 deal. I'm sure you'll be able to negotiate. They're the best in the business. They want to sell caravans and RVs. Brand new, used. They've got them all there. Kratzmann Caravan, they are the best in the business. And tell them Kevie sent you and Dobbo sent you. You'll get an even bigger discount, especially if you say me, because they love me out there. Go Kratzmann's Caravans. We love the fact that you're part of Inside Ball and that we're a big supporter of Kratzmann Caravan. I think we're doing a show from a caravan shortly.
We are, mate.
We can't wait.
Caravan,
yeah, we're going up to Noosa. We're going up to Noosa to look for crocodiles. Kratzmann, we're towing our Kratzmann Caravan all the way up there. We can't wait. Big part. Their RV centre out there at Burpengary. Get out there today. Hey, round 21 tonight. It's back, the NRL round 21 of Inside Ball. Kev, how are you, brother?
Oh, really good, Dobbo. Really
24
good.
hours on, mate. How's the pulse? Media, you're back in the media scrum again. Just where you love it. You getting interviewed rather than interviewing people.
That's it. I just love the game, Dobbo.
Yeah.
I love what the game, it serves up some disappointing things sometimes to everyone, and also gives great joy and delight as well.
Well, you're back.
I'm back.
You're back. All right, let's get into it. Roosters take on the Storm tonight. Ooh, no Nelson and no Nelson with Melbourne. Well, what do we like?
Yeah, look, the Storm, they rarely lose two games in a row. They were beaten last weekend by Manly, and the score was tight, but it was a pretty convincing win by Manly, I thought, mentally. So I think they'll bounce back, the Storm. You don't see them lose two games in a row regularly. I like the fact that Sandon Smith is in the halves, with Walker for the Roosters.
Yep.
No Victor Radley. He's not playing. So, look, I just think the Storm, they want to stay, keep winning. What are they sitting in now? They're sitting in third position. So they'd like to finish top two if they could, which would, make it a bit easier for them and get a home final.
No Munster, no Pap. No Nelson. They are, look, I'm not saying that by any means they're under strength, but they're not at their best.
No, they're not at their best. It's not their full strength team, but we've seen the Storm in previous years without their glamour players. I'm going to call Munster a glamour player, which he is, and Nelson, and of course Pappenhausen. He's a bit of a mystery, old Paps. That calf injury must be a lot worse than what they're letting on the Storm, or maybe they are, because finals are around the corner, maybe they're being very precautious, and rightly so, that when he does come back, he doesn't sort of re-injure it, which would put him out, for another 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks. So, I applaud. They got great depth there, the Storm. So, I just think the Storm rarely lose two games in a row.
So you're going to tip Melbourne?
I think Melbourne, yeah.
You think Melbourne? I think the Roosters.
What are you going?
I'm going the Roosters.
You going the Chooks?
Yeah, I think Sam Walker another game back. I like Sandon Smith in the halves.
Yeah.
Any team with Tupou, Tedesco, Nwangani Tuwase, Robert Toya,
they were a bit off last week as well, the Roosters, so they might bounce back. It'll be a tight game.
Yeah, I think they're going to be right. So, okay, let's head to this game's so important. Townsville.
Well, the losers done, aren't they? Well, are they nearly done now, Dobbo? You got the line through both of them?
Well, St George. Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news to both of them. Koh Samui. But
this island's going to be full. It's going to be full.
Koh Samui is heaving. Unless you're in England with Kev, which this is where a lot of you guys are. Well,
the Cowboys have got some strong players there in Kangaroos.
So have obviously St George. Now Val, he's out at the moment.
He's done for 6 months, mate. So he's
not you're not getting Val. He's not going. He's done.
But for the Cowboys, they got Bateman back in. Tuolangi's out again with that hamstring injury. Thomas Duffy comes into the halves. Yeah,
McKaylee's out as well, but they get Kai O'Donnell back.
Dobbo, they've lost 4 of their last 5 games in Townsville at that stadium. That's not good for the Cowboys.
So what do you think? What do you think?
They got to fix their defence up, mate. They just leaked last week against the Dolphins. They just ran riot on them. So they got to fix up their edge defence. Certainly, we know they can score points with Drinkwater and Dearden and Co and Nane, but they need to fix their defence up. And I'm sure Todd Payton will. That's what he'll be stressing all week. Fix our defence. Fix our defence.
Purdue and Laybut in the centres.
Yep.
It's a young centres halving. Duppy in the halves with Dearden.
I still think they got enough strike with Dearden and Drinkwater. They got enough points in them. They'll pick up the points. It's stopping the points. That's going to be
You're so loyal, mate.
the issue.
You're
But,
so loyal, bro.
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can win.
You're going to tip the cows?
I'm going to tip the cows at home. Yeah, they won't. They won't lose up there.
We're not on the same page tonight.
You got
I'm
Dragons?
going Dragons.
Righto,
So, yeah, I've seen enough.
Well, that's good that we don't agree sometimes because that,
I don't
that
like
makes,
that. I don't like that.
That makes for good podcasting, mate.
Maybe. Okay, this is a big one. Bronx taking on the Eels. 8 o'clock game, Suncorp Stadium. They're back home. The big guns are back. So they bring, obviously, Jesse Arthur's into the back line. Jensen's on the bench. Willison holds his spot.
Yeah.
And then Payne Huss is back.
Yep.
They look like they're starting to get some real momentum.
Yeah.
But Mitchell Moses, on the other hand, is back. Still no Dylan Brown. Dean Hawkins goes to 6. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Dylan Brown's in the extended squad, but he's not 6. So obviously, Jason Riles has made a decision. They're moving on.
Yeah.
And really, it's. I don't know if I'm not sure on that decision, Dobbo.
No, it's a dreadful decision. He's the best player.
He's a good player, but he's a very good player, but he's moving on. So maybe the Eels are moving on as well.
Yeah, well, they certainly
for
are.
next year.
Who do you like in this one, Kev?
Well, obviously the Broncos are very strong. Payne Haas back in. He's my Kratzmann player on the move. Payne Haas.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love the big fella.
Not the difference.
Best prop in the game.
Difference doesn't.
The difference is good. But,
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to call him that. Billy's a good player. Right, he'll come on in the second half.
Bill, you're better than that. But Bill, it's the difference in my eyes, mate.
Well, you can call him the difference, but Mitch Moses is back, which I'm now with what's happened the last couple of days very excited.
I bet he's under.
To see
hey,
what
Mitch, you could have come back in a bit of time, brother. You're under the microscope every week now
Well,
by
he's
the
not under
coach.
the microscope, but we know that he's obviously a very good.
You
footballer.
covering that game for Fox?
I am, yes.
Yeah,
Friday
beautiful.
night at Fox. So
Beautiful.
I'm looking forward to Parramatta. Now I watched them closely last week. Now they were in that game against the Raiders. I know the scoreline blew out in the end, but they can put 20 or 30.
No, you're right. They were right in there.
They got back in front of the Raiders.
Yeah, with 15 to go, it was a 4-point ball game. And then obviously it blew out. They just went bang, 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 bang.
So, and I've seen that throughout the year with the Eels. I mean, I know they haven't had the greatest of seasons, but they can put some good football together. But their problem is they can't stay consistent with it. Now, with Moses back, that's a whole different ballgame, Dobbo. So
You're
I know
tipping the Bronx.
Everyone expecting the Broncos to win, but I think it'll be a lot tougher than people think.
Selwyn's at Brassington Park in Augathella. He's gone to play for Wynnum Manly, and it's country week this week.
Right.
Norths are taking on Wynnum Manly in Augathella.
Right.
And so Selwyn, I mean, great for the game of rugby league, but bloody hell. Poor Selwyn. I mean, he's playing at Augathella this weekend in front of, 500 people, a couple of stray dogs,
What's the ground out there like, Dobbo? You've been out there.
Tough.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like
but Zorro, the mayor of the Merwere Shire, the great Zorro, that's in his electorate. He's been overseeing it. He says to me the barbecue will be fired up by 8 a.m. They've got junior carnivals on. Great for the game of rugby league.
Right, so they've got lots of junior games on.
Yeah, and then they've got Selwyn and Wynnum Manly taking on Norths, Brassington Park, Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Yeah, at Augathella.
What's the population of Augathella, Dobbo?
I think about 500 people.
Right.
Yeah.
But how many people they get to the game, you reckon?
500.
500.
That's what they're
Everyone will go.
They're expecting
And 2
500,
dogs, you
they're
reckon?
expecting 500, a couple of stray dogs as well. While we're just talking about the Broncos, I just want to give you a little bit of mail. Gemmet Shibasaki. Spoke to him yesterday. He's there next year. So
I saw him on the news.
So he signed a 2-year deal. He signed a 2-year deal.
Trade and trial deal.
No, but when a dev deal, it was this year dev, next year top 30, 2-year deal. So he's on the open market November 1. They're going to come at him, right? So that'll be for 2027. I think he stays at Brisbane. I think they
They can't find the money, mate. How they keep
2027's a long time away. Be realistic, and I don't like ballpark.
What's his value?
4 to 5.
At least, yeah, certainly, and at the Broncos probably, but other clubs they're going to want to pay more to get him in, mate.
Yeah.
Like he's played Origin and won an Origin series now.
Yeah, but his form happened at Brisbane. I think
he's
There's got to be a little bit of loyalty there.
Yeah, of course there should be. But
So
also,
have 2 years. So Brisbane.
how far does loyalty get you these days?
Buck up,
Not
Brisbane.
very.
Brisbane, show me the money.
Dobbo, it's not a matter of them showing. They would love to keep him, right? This is the trouble.
Well, there's a Perth side coming in by then.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, and
next year's going to be a very open and fluent market. So there's a big chance.
This is the trouble with the salary cap when you produce players like Shibasaki. Now, he deserves to stay and play at the Broncos, but it will come at a price. Because if he stays at the Broncos with all the stars they have there, his market value, he'll get market value only, maybe, right? If he, say...
Go somewhere else, he might get more freight.
PNG, you're going to double what he's getting at the Broncos. And this is...
And you got a small window in your family.
Exactly, mate. He's got a young child, a young boy or a girl, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
You know, family first. And I'm not sure, I hope he does stay at the Broncos because he deserves it. He's a Broncos junior. But it doesn't always work that way, unfortunately.
No, I agree with that. Okay.
And that's where the salary cap is wrong, and they need to find a way to fix that. Because if you're producing these players, and like he's really come along this year, right, in the Broncos system, so he deserves to be able to stay there and be paid what he should be paid. That's where the salary cap becomes a little bit unfair, Speaking of Dobbo, now you might know a bit more about this. What about Logan?
I'm going to get to them in the wires. I just want to give you one more.
Right.
Kevie Hetherington signed. Kevie Hetherington will stay there next year. So Broncos fans, he signed a 1-year extension.
Right.
And he'll be there for 26. No guarantee for 27. So that says to me...
So he could be to Perth?
That's what it looks like.
Right.
He has signed a 1-year... Like, he was offered 2. He signed 1. He's going to play next year. And then he's... so...
Off to Perth.
Well... I'm not saying
more
that.
than likely.
But
otherwise he's signed a 2. Or maybe somewhere else. But
somewhere else. But he won't be in the Broncos in 27. No,
okay.
I don't believe so.
Well, he's been a great player for the Broncos. Very good, reliable.
Tough, strong.
So
let's get
a good signing for the Broncos.
Let's get to the Warriors, bloody Warriors.
Yeah.
Get over there and stay over there. I mean, going to Logan and opening an academy.
Mate, that makes sense
Cameron
to
George, you know what? You're a good bloke. You're a very good bloke.
He's a smart bloke. That's what he
is.
is.
But, mate, go to the South Island. I'll go and open an academy at Queenstown for you. But don't do it here in Logan.
Hey, Dobbo, to be fair to the Warriors...
That's the Broncos.
There's a lot of clubs that have got academy systems in New Zealand.
Of course.
Right? So it only makes sense that they come here...
Return serve.
And return serve. I think it's a masterstroke from the Warriors.
Well,
and particularly now with the brand where it is,
Yeah.
They're sitting there very
Well, there's
nicely.
a lot of people now very happy with that. Well done to the Warriors. They take on the Titans Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Go Media Stadium in Auckland. I'll be there in a couple of weeks.
What's happened to poor old Titans, mate? Like, what's happened to Dave Fafita?
They're saying he's injured.
Is he not injured?
I spoke to a bloke this morning getting my coffee at Short Black Coffee at Ipswich, the nation's capital. And a little birdie told me he could be playing for the Jets this weekend.
Right.
That the ankle injury ain't...
The ankle injury. Back at the Jets. Well, he's had one game.
Well, I don't know this for sure, but I spoke to somebody very much in the know that said the centres at the present moment are TBA.
Right.
So maybe, maybe not. We're not quite sure.
Right. Now, while we're on the Titans, right, I also want to get something out there. I think I'm not in agreement with Des Hasler being filmed in that dressing room after the game. That has got to stop. That's not fair on anyone, on people's character either. Coaches, it's very frustrating.
Let's unpack this.
Yeah, and I noticed Phil Gould mentioned it the other night as well.
You don't believe that there should be video cameras in that area?
Mate, there's players getting changed in there, mate. They get changed. That's the change rooms. Change rooms where they, get their kit off.
Yeah, I get it.
It's got to the point now where they shower in their
undies.
Yeah. So there's got to be a line somewhere from the NRL and from the broadcasters.
There is a real valid there is a real valid conversation around that. There's an inner sanctum in a change room, and we've all been in different change rooms, but the fan is demanding more. Everybody wants more.
Yeah,
media, fans. Look, just hear me out, and so they want more content. So that's inner sanctum stuff. I absolutely agree. No one knows that Des is blowing up if that's not shown on Fox, right? No one knows. But that because they had the rights to the game, they went there.
Yeah, it's not just Fox. It's
no, it's
also
nine. Sorry,
They've got to share.
It's not just Fox.
It was a Fox game.
Yeah, but it's everybody. But it's everybody, right?
Yeah.
So they're looking at that and that vision, mate. I loved it. It's captivating. I'm so thankful it got released. But
come on,
I haven't been a coach.
Now, do you fly off? When was the last time you lost?
All the time.
Lead? Was it filmed?
Last night.
Was it filmed?
Oh no.
No. Would you be happy if I come around to your house and filmed you and then put it on social media?
No.
Have a look at Dobbo.
No.
Broadcaster, calm head, great fella. Oh, but look at this side of him.
No, but hang on. The difference is, and this is where you've got your coaching hat and I've got fan. You all know that there is a camera in that dressing room.
You know what? Sometimes you just bloody will forget, Dobbo, right? And after a game, they should have won that game.
Yeah.
And I can understand the frustration from Des, right? I got no problem with the cameras in the dressing room at the appropriate time.
Well, they're always there. It's like our microphones at work. What do I always say? Mics are always live.
Yeah, but as a coach, mate, come on, that's just that's your space.
I have never been a coach, so I don't know that. But yeah, I agree with that part. But you can understand. So what's the answer?
Take it out. While I'm on this, there's been times that I've gone off the handle.
Yeah, big time.
Right? And it just explodes. Like it's not fair, mate. You know, there was a time in Darwin when we got beaten up there by Parramatta, and Das might be able to find it. I was absolutely filthy after the game.
Did you kick a chair?
No, I didn't kick a chair.
Did you call players out of the shower?
No, I didn't call players out of the shower.
But you went off.
I went off. And, sometimes you need that, just a little bit of privacy between you and your players.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so what's the answer?
The answer is cut it full time, cut it off. And if it is stuff like that, no need to show it. Just keep it in the cupboard. I'm sure that's been done before with different things that have happened in dressing rooms. Put it in the cupboard. Doesn't need to go to air. If someone talks about it, talk about it. But talking about it and actually seeing the vision is two different things. And
You've probably got a valid point. I might have to do a 360. I don't mind that. I don't mind at the conclusion of a game, no cameras in there.
No, but
you can put a journo down there with a camera. He can walk around and do some interviews, but
none of these still cameras.
Yep.
Before the game, half time,
fine.
Full time, get them coming back in.
And that's it.
Then cut it. I get it, fans want to see inside the dressing rooms, and I appreciate that because it is great vision. But then there's a time when cut.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm with you. I've changed my tune. I'm with you. You're well thought out. Who's going to win, Titans or Warriors?
Well, the Warriors will win that game at home.
Yeah.
Titans have...
they're done.
Well, Tino's got
He's
the injury.
Kosamui.
No, he won't be going to Kosamui. He'll be going to England, mate. That's where he'll be going.
Yeah, maybe. You got a bit of work to do there, big fella. Panthers, West Tigers. This will be a closer game than you think. I think the Panthers win this one. Jerome Luai up against his old team.
Yeah, well, that was a battle last time, 18-14. The Panthers got away with it, but the big guns are back for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Yo, Cleary back. Liam Martin's on the reserves bench. Is he going to play with that hand?
Still hand, mate.
Right, so just in case they don't put in there.
Don't risk him. Don't, Liam Martin. You just take yourself and get yourself right because you got a lot of football
back as well.
Yeah,
so
he's good.
He's a good player.
Penrith are coming. Sharkies taking on the Rabbitohs. I think the Sharks win this one. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Like they're just Lewis died.
They're going to try. Gosford. I'm calling this one
Polytech Stadium.
Yeah, that's a new name for the stadium, mate.
Polytech, yeah.
Right, I will give them a little bit of a rap. Jai Gray's back.
Yeah.
From the thumb injury that kept him out for a few weeks, but no Mitchell, of course. He's still out. South have just been decimated by injuries. Colin Matungi's out. Jesse Ramian back for.
Sharks win this by plenty.
Yeah, the Sharks, they got too much at stake, the Sharks. They're sitting in 8th. They need to keep winning.
They need to keep winning. Okay.
Unfortunately, the Bunnies' season has just gone AWOL and the injuries, mate. They've been hit as hard as anyone.
Newcastle take on Canberra, GIO Stadium. This is the first Sunday game. Dream Machine.
Raiders are chasing their first minor premiership in 35 years, Dobbo.
They'll win it.
I don't want to put the heat on them. But I think they can become the minor premiers. I think they'll win the minor premiership.
Oh, I do as well, Kev.
Sticky's got them going well. That little explosive period in the second half against the Eels is a sign of what their potential, mate.
No Sebastian Chris.
No, he's out HIA, right?
And Tamale's still out.
They've won 7 from 8 at home. That's a fortress down there.
He's going well. Well, the only time they got beaten was by the Dogs.
As well.
Yeah,
2 o'clock.
Be a sellout. Be a sellout, mate.
Right, the Knights heartbreaking loss last week. Gee, that was tough the way they lost to the Warriors. They got some injuries, haven't they? No Ponga, a couple of other big guns out. It's going to be tough for the Knights.
Who are you tipping?
They're hanging in there, the Knights, so aren't they?
Who are you tipping?
Oh, obviously the Raiders, mate. I think they can win there at home, particularly.
What about this smorgasbord? Last game on Sunday, Dogs taking on Manly.
Yeah. Now, Bronson Cherry's back for the Dogs. They've kept that combination again with Galvin.
Olakuadu's back as well, am I right in saying that?
Olakuadu's, he's named
for Manly.
For Manly.
Yep.
Manly were very impressive over the Storm, Dobbo. To beat the Storm, in Melbourne at Amy Park, that's one of the great wins you can have in a season.
Takiako, Olakuadu and Lodge and Jazz Tavanga. Yeah. Jazz Tavanga's the biggest hooker I've ever seen, mate.
He's tough, mate. He's tough. But the Dogs, well, I just feel the Dogs are just going to get better each week. And this is a great test for them as well. Snuck home last week, didn't they, really, in the dying minutes?
Yeah. This game, if it's apples and apples, you think the Dogs win.
Yeah. Given their standings on the ladder, Bulldogs are sitting in second, Manly seventh, but an upset could be on the cards here, Dobbo. There's normally one or two a weekend. This could be one, but I think the Bulldogs, on what we saw last week, feel they can just get better. Their defence is much better. So I'm going to tip the Dogs, mate.
No, I think you're right. So let's go through Kevie's tips, and he's done it well. He's tipping Storm tonight. He's going Cowboys first up tomorrow, then the Broncos. Saturday, we'll see the Warriors get a victory, the Panthers get a victory, the Sharks with too much on the line.
Yep.
And Sunday, he's old Green Machine, and then the Dogs. Dolphins have the bye. That's Kevie's tips as we preview round 21. Now, player on the move. You talked about him, Kratzmann's player on the move. Payne Haas.
Big fella's back.
Yep.
Have you been around training?
He's back
training. Did
training.
They have a closed session?
They had an
open session.
Members fan day session yesterday.
Right.
So
I got an invite to that, but I was doing some work, so I couldn't get down there. That's great. They're training at the stadium, though. That's their home ground. It's rare they're allowed on there, particularly with all the traffic. It's good for the players and good for the club that they're doing those sort of things. So,
I agree. I agree.
But Payne Haas, him back in, as well as Jensen, and Jesse Arthur's back as well.
I like it.
They're all on the move, the Broncos.
Yeah, I agree with that. So now it's that time of the week where we have a little flutter. No, a little flutter first, and then we'll get the questions for Kev. I'm going to give you the tip of the week, right? Now, I've thought long and hard about this. I'm going to start with Brisbane to beat Para.
Gee, you're going out on a limb.
Gamut Shibasaki will score a try, and then, wait for it, the difference will score. The difference loves scoring tries late as he lurks around from dummy half late in the second half. Difference to score a try. Then we'll go to Sunday, 2 o'clock. GIO Stadium, Nation's capital. Canberra to beat the Knights. And another father-son situation. Jed Stewart got a double last week. You're going to score again this week. That Mo, mate, it'll take you home. So, Brisbane to win, then Gamut with the goatee, then the difference to score, into Canberra win, Jed Stewart to top it off. I think if you have a look and gamble responsibly, you might get close on $11. And I'll tell you what, if you do have a win, you can shout me a stubby next time you see me. So that's where I am. Right, now, you like that?
I can't comment, mate.
You can't, maybe you can. Okay, questions for Kev. We love these questions for Kev. Hey, Kev, why is it that the Broncos have only was won a Dally M medal? That's a very good question. Only Alan Langer is the only Bronco to ever win a Dally M.
Yeah, that's pretty easy because they've got so many good players.
They spread the love.
They spread the points.
That's not bad, yeah.
Well, Alf won the Dally M in 96, I think. Or was it 92? I'm not sure what year it was, but he should have won more Dally M's, Alf. Well,
yeah.
So good. But
that's
because
valid.
he was with so many good players,
Yeah.
The points get shared, Last year, the Dally M winner, Jerome Hughes, was it? Yeah. Yeah. So you can win it in a really strong side, obviously.
Yeah, but there's they're stacked a lot. With the Broncos full strength, and thank you, with the Broncos full strength, what little things are you looking to see them improve on?
Well, their defence has got to, I think that's the big area, and that I can see from them is just fixing up their defence so it's watertight coming into the finals.
Predictions for the Broncos Rookie of the Year this year. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, well, who's been nominated? Who we got?
Well, I don't know, but you'd think Josiah Karapani, would he be a rookie?
Is
I know
Shibasaki a rookie or he's played before?
he's played before.
Yeah. Karapani had a few games last year. He's gone well for them.
Yeah, but he'd be a rookie. I don't really think. Maybe Willison. Yeah, I know.
Well, he's not a rookie, mate. Xavier Wilson's been great for the Broncos. It was always going to happen.
Well, I don't know if they have who the rookie would be then.
Josiah Karapani is probably the likely at the moment.
Mate, Kevin Walters, Limes to Lemons. What's your favourite holiday destination?
Favourite holiday destination is, if I'm not in the Kratzmann's Caravan, it's Noosa. I love going to Noosa.
Well, be careful there at the moment. They've got a few issues up there.
Well, let's talk about that.
You go on the river, mate. Be careful.
I don't swim in the river there.
Be careful of the crocodile.
Is that do you take that?
Mate,
there's been big debate in the Walters household between Harry and myself. Harry thinks it's garbage.
No,
right?
mate, there's a crocodile there. There's absolutely a crocodile there.
Is that vision that
and you know what?
The fishermen?
That crocodile, I'm happy to wear you as good quality boots very shortly.
Don't swim in the Noosa River?
I'm coming for you because I love a set of crocodile skin boots. I love a set of crocodile skin boots.
You can't say that,
Yes,
Dobbo.
you can, mate.
They're protected species, mate.
No, there needs to be a thinning. I'll say this. Thin them out.
Well,
anyway, the minute that they have control. See, in the years gone by, I don't want to deviate here, when they weren't protected, you'd fire a shot at them and they're scared. They don't fear the gun anymore. They don't fear anybody.
Don't they?
No. Crocodiles, mate, they roam. So in the estuaries
and
the creeks.
So if you fire a shot at them...
Mate, well, in the years gone by, they knew that the man had the power. Then they became protected.
Right.
The tables turned.
Right.
We need to go back
all
to
this
those.
on inside ball.
Mate, anybody, you can go to rural Queensland and talk to Bob Cutter. Mate, I sat next to Bob Cutter on Friday night. He told me all about the crocodile. Right. Let 1,000 blossoms bloom. Anyway, Builder Bruce, do you think it's time for Wayne Bennett to hang up the coaching boots?
No, I don't. He's had a rough year with injuries. I've been through that myself as a coach. They'll be back better next year.
This one
he's still one of our elite coaches in the game. So
this one comes from Christian. Congrats, Kev, for the Kangaroos job. What job have you got for Dobbo and Das?
No jobs for the boys with Kevie, mate.
And Des has 2 blow-ups, yet picks the same team. Seriously, it's painful.
Well, I don't think Des has got too many options there with the injuries that they've had this year and the depth that the Titans have. I think the selection of his team is limited, Dobbo. Very limited.
Yeah, I agree with that, mate. Looking forward to more questions you can get on, and obviously we had Adam Reynolds yesterday. We're very lucky to have him in there. We've got the Kangaroos coach now as we count down. That's round 21. Our preview. We're back Monday, and every player, you're on notice. The big dog's back. He's looking. He's got the microscope out. He's got the analysts. Be very careful. We'll see you on Monday on Inside Ball.
Play well. Have a great weekend.